draws near. Prepare yourself.
So, God of War PS5 is my most anticipated video by some people. So, here it is. So, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on God of War PS5. Everything we know and some pretty cool news that could indicate if and when and what is coming. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to know what the face behind the voice looks like. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. I've been putting out some fire tweets recently. Right, guys and girls, people, well, let's get into today's topic of discussion. So we're going to go over some news. So everyone is calling it God of War PS5. No, they're not actually. They're actually calling it God of War Ragnarok. But Warstu, you can't say Ragnarok. Yeah, you guys are going to comment down below and tell me I'm saying Ragnarok wrong. We'll do it then. Dare ya. I have no idea why people call it. Yes, I do have an idea because based on the tease trailer we got last year, where we hear my boy Kratos going, Ragnarok is coming. But let's be honest, guys. We've known about Fimbulwinter coming. If you played the 2018 God of War masterpiece, which is now remastered for the PS5 in 60 FPS. It looks so, well, it looks so beautiful. I don't actually know because I don't have a PS5 yet, but I presume it looks beautiful. It's pretty cute. So every time a big website or trade or whatever you want to call them posts about God of War Ragnarok, Mr. Cory Barlog, the head of Santa Monica Studios, always posts out, never heard of it. What is that? Don't know what you're on about. And he's being truthful because Cory Barlog does not like long titles. You know, God of War PS3, God of War PS4. Interesting. Now, it's not going to be called Ragnarok for sure, but it will most likely be called God of War PS5 if it's an exclusive. Now, it's really hard to say if it's going to be exclusive because Cory has spoke in depth about how the PS5 and how his team is going to utilize the SSD loading times and the fact that they can do some crazy stuff on the PS5 that they can't do on the PS4. But from the business standpoint, you can really see why they would put it on the PS4. That is why the video game will probably be called God of War Part 2 or God of War 2 because technically the franchise was rebooted on the 2018 God of War game. Whether you like it or not, it was technically rebooted. They technically rebooted the whole franchise. So if it is going to come out on the PS4, which if it makes Sony more money, it makes Santa Monica more money, and we're going to keep getting these Gucci games, then I think it's perfectly fine for them to do that. Just like they did with Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was originally a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but then they realized due to everything that's going on in the world, realistically, they cannot sell enough units. But by the time God of War PS5 comes out, they would have sold enough units to make it exclusive to the PlayStation 5 if they choose to do so. But personally, I can see it now. If it isn't exclusive to PlayStation 5, you're going to get all these Xbox going, oh, it's not an exclusive game, but it's still exclusive to PlayStation franchise. So either way, we are getting a sick game, whether it's on PS4 and PS5. We know the PS5 variant of the game is always going to be better. So the head of PlayStation Studios, former head of Guerrilla Games that makes the game Horizon Zero Dawn, which is one of the greatest PlayStation games ever. Herman Holst, I've probably butchered his name. Sony official released a post showcasing what employees are most excited about, and he had the following to say. It was during this post, Herman Holst spoke of his interest on the up-and-coming God of War sequel. Playing God of War in 2018 was a great experience for me. That series has always had amazing action and combat, but the emotional depth Santa Monica Studios brought to Kratos' story as a father was very memorable, especially since my son was little bit older than Atreus when I played it. So to see and hear the reaction to a tiny glimpse we unveiled at the PlayStation Showcase last September was very exciting. I can't wait for people to see what Santa Monica Studios is making. Not only did Herman Holst seamlessly extremely excited to get his hands on God of War Ragnarok, it's not freaking called that. I'm just reading this quote. When it's complete, but he also expressed his love for the the franchise in general. There's plenty of fans out there who are also just excited to get their hands on this game, which is pretty cool because this is the head of Sony Studios. Essentially, he's overseeing everything. Now, he oversees the beloved Horizon Zero Dawn 1, which is also one of the greatest games, and we have got a new game coming out called Forbidden West, which is currently scheduled for this year. So the biggest problem that God of War fans have is we have Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which is essentially Forbidden West, that got a full-fledged CGI trailer and gameplay trailer, but for God of War PS5, there's no trailers outside of the teaser, because guess what? I'm going to let you on to an inside industry secret that not many people know is Sony have that many games up their sleeves. They don't need to show anything that they don't need to show yet. We still have Ratchet and Clank Adrift Apart of Time, or something like that, whatever it's called, coming soon, so they do not need to reveal everything. God of War should be coming by the end of the year, but if I'm honest, I would prefer the game to be laid until it's absolutely 100% Gucci and it's running 60 FPS smoothly, but I'm pretty sure, I'm quite confident it already is at that stage. So everything we know about the up-and-coming God of War PS5 is obviously it's going to be a sequel. It's going to take full advantage of the capabilities of the PS5 if it's exclusive. The SSD could allow for larger, more uncompromising worlds without the awkward need for loading huge transitions that see Kratos and Atreus squeeze between convenient place cracks in walls to mask loading times. In theory, this would be the thing of the past with the PlayStation 5, essentially meaning loading times would be non-existent and the world could be crazy big. We've seen Midgard in the 2018 variants. Obviously, we've seen loads of different sceneries, the Valkyries, so much coolness was seen. So loading times, bigger worlds, we're going to see a wider variety of boss battles. Hopefully, it's worth noting that exception of the Valkyries or some narrative throwdowns, we could be seeing crazy bad bosses, because you got to understand the power level from the PS4. Like, I think the PS4 came out in 2013, like 7-year-old technology, and you're getting brand spanking new technology, a bigger, more ambitious world, more ambitious than the original game, with more interactive NPCs, more Norse mythologies, more creatures, more cities, more characters, more depth, more abilities. It's just going to be like the original game, but with so much more. Now we know that Fimbulwinter is coming, and Fimbulwinter has started. It was revealed in 2018 game. The event will undoubtedly play a massive role in the sequels, with Kratos and a company set to go up against an increasingly deadly array of enemies. And we've got to remember the post-credit scene. Is it Thor? Is it Odin? I don't really know if it's either, but based on his weaponry, we can presume it was Thor. Now Atreus knows he actually is Loki, known as the god of mischief. He's got some crazy powers, and there is a theory that Kratos is going to die and Atreus is going to like take over him. No, I cannot see Santa Monica Studios doing that, but if that is the case, and of course we're going to have the crazy rivalry, you know, Freya is annoyed at Kratos because Kratos killed Boulder, but technically she could bring Boulder back if she wanted to. Obviously, Freya has been banished there by Odin, and she's stuck there for now, but she's going to become the Valkyrie Queen when she gets her wings back. There's so much coolness. There is so much coolness to come. There really is. This game is going to be absolute fire. Don't really need to explain much more. It's just going to be a bigger, badder version of the 2018 variants with faster loading times, bigger worlds, more depth, higher FPS, higher frame rates, which is FPS, better graphics, better experience, better audio, better freaking everything. So like always, guys, let me know when you think this game is coming. I think if you think it's coming anytime soon, it's not, but I do think it should come in the Christmas window, but it all depends when Forbidden West, when Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is coming, because PlayStation do not drop exclusive big titles that close to each other. So if we don't get Forbidden West by October, then I don't think we're going to be seeing God of War PS5 until 2022, which I wouldn't mind, but I hope when they do show us a trailer, I've been told from behind the scenes, game industry insiders have told me it's a full gameplay trailer that was ready to go at the Game Awards last year, but for some reason, Sony didn't need to reveal all their hands because they've got so many games coming that we don't even know about. It's like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu, Twitter, WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.